we go. Found my position, let's hit the road.
Okay guys, welcome back to another video. So a lot of you guys were asking me on Instagram what exactly are my thoughts on Mechagodzilla from Monsterarts. Honestly, it could potentially be one of the best Monsterarts figures for Mechagodzilla. I mean, the accuracy is extremely insane. It pretty much looks how it was shown in the movie. Now the big thing here is a lot of people were extremely mad or just disappointed that they found out that the price is around $149, pretty much $150 plus shipping. We could potentially be looking at $170, $180, $160 depending where you buy this. Now I'm assuming the Japanese price could possibly come between Monday and Tuesday, or even tonight. You know, things like that always happen, and typically the Japanese price will always be cheaper and will always release first to Japan and then to the US. It's always been like that. That's how it works. So if you're mad, I can understand. Now you might be saying, okay, such a disappointment because you can't really see the red in his dorsal plates or his spikes around his body. Right now I can confirm that Mechagodzilla-2021 actually has red around the spikes, but the problem is with those low quality pictures and because of the die cast, you can't really see the red throughout his body, so it really gets just lost because of so many shine happening around the body. And yes, the reason why this figure is so expensive is because he's almost 8 inches tall. Just imagine that. He will be one of the biggest Monsterarts figures out there alongside with Shin Godzilla. So if you have Shin Godzilla, think of it as like that. It's going to be considered a large figure within this line. On top of that, this figure will actually feature die cast parts around his body to give it that realistic weight that you're actually lifting up weight or you're touching metal. So I can imagine that the box is going to be huge or a little bit bigger than your Godzilla 2021 box, and the figure is going to be really large, possibly long, and really heavy because of the die cast parts. Now a lot of people are like, come on, really? Accessories? No accessories? I know that they could have probably have a beam, they could have added more parts to switch, like a battle damage head, a battle damage arm, or something like that, a different type of tail end with the scorpion tail opened up. I know they could have done more things, and that has always been my complaint with Monsterarts. They lack in accessories for the prices they are asking. Now I'm assuming if they were to add more accessories, and I know a lot of people were asking for LED lights to glow around the body, trust me, if you're asking for something like that, we're looking at a figure that could have cost almost $200. But honestly, the figure isn't bad, you know. What matters is the figure, and obviously accessories could have been really good, but Monsterarts just never listens to feedback. I made multiple videos giving ideas, and accessories should be considered a norm today. There's no reason why any company should not add any type of accessories with their first release and second release, especially for special color variants or limited edition. They should always offer the best quality and top gear accessories, and that just never happens. But it really matters what type of person you are. As a collector, I know most of us don't have that amount of money. It's really expensive. 150 is not something that most people can just get and all that. I understand, and obviously some of us just have to get those figures because it's considered our job to review figures and purchase them for you guys, for the viewer to consider if it's worth it or not. But most of the time, if you don't pre-order, then you're pretty much out of luck, because then they become extremely expensive, especially with Mechagodzilla. Just look at Playmates. Right now those are like around $10, $20, but because they are so rare and in demand, they are going for around $80, $150, $100. That's really expensive. So you can just imagine what a Bandai figure or toy is going to do, and then a Monsterarts Mechagodzilla. So if you don't get your hands on one right now, I'm telling you, in the future, the Monsterarts could possibly run for $300, $200, $350. So I actually got myself 2 Mechagodzillas from Bandai, and I will be purchasing possibly 2 if I can. I know somebody requested me to uh, help them get a Mechagodzilla from Monsterarts, and if it's possible, I will do that. I have to get in contact with my people around the world and see what's the price and all of that first. But right now, honestly, Mechagodzilla looks really awesome, and it's possibly one of the best figures right now in terms of accuracy and how the movement works. I'm extremely happy, but the price is a little bit like yikes. Yeah, it's not looking too good, and I understand most of us are going to have to sacrifice a lot of things or possibly work extra hours, and especially for kids or possibly teenagers, it's understandable, but you know, it is what it is, especially Mechagodzilla. As I said, Mechagodzilla has been a highly demand or in demand figure that a lot of people have been requested. So Monsterarts know that people are going to pay no matter what, especially for the price of right now, because later on it's going to become something like King Ghidorah 2019 Biollante Destroyer, where if you don't purchase right now, forget about it later on. Those prices are going to skyrocket to the top of the freaking moon, you know? So I understand people, and I'm just gonna say that don't give your hopes up. If you don't get this figure, don't worry. There's a lot of surprises coming, a lot of new, classic, and really old school figures coming and statues. That's all I'm gonna say. Follow my Instagram if you want to really catch those Easter eggs, because on my Instagram I post information like hints of what's to come. I like to give out quotes, secrets. I like to give a lot of messages like in disguise, you know, and it's up to you to watch them, put the puzzles together, and figure out what I'm talking about. And that's how I do it. Obviously, I don't like to reveal what's the next figure right away. I like to give out picture by picture, a little bit of Easter eggs here and there, and that's the fun of it for me, honestly. So if you want to find out what's the next figure or what exactly are the new figures coming out for the near future, I highly recommend you to follow my Instagram for sure in the description down below. Thank you guys so much for watching.